Okay, welcome guys, welcome everyone. Okay, so let's look at some post analysis. Yesterday we're looking for sales below here, stop loss here, anticipating that price should give us 1 hour first of all, which we did. Now taking another batch of sales was really not going down with me very well because this is a zone I talked about yesterday. Please, I have to say this. If you are watching or you're new here, please watch the forecast for yesterday, the 2nd of August, so that you understand the forecast for today. I may not go into those important things I mentioned yesterday. Okay, so watch the forecast for yesterday so you understand today's on. Back to what I was saying. This was a zone. Once price dipped in, we saw this rejection, although sellers were equally strong, if not even stronger than the buyers. So they pushed price to retest the low that was already created. However, in retesting the low, price didn't they really do anything. Buyers came hard. Now, Asian session, which is this, in fact, from here, price dipped again into even more treacherous zone, very dangerous zone. This lower area, which you see, as you can see, is more gray than this area here. I was like, this is not cool. But I saw a structure for sale, so I took the sell. Took the sell. Sell played out, but to take another sell was not really my thing. I let it be. And voila, what happened? Buys came. Just like anticipated, but I couldn't take this buy because it was not in my plan for the day. You plan your trade and you trade your plan. As simple as that. This was not the plan for the day, so I didn't take this buy. I would have liked it if, just like price printed, if we had gotten at least one bearish candle closing here. This would be a bearish candle. Let me do it like this. Then we get this bullish candle. This would have been beautiful. This type of structure would have been beautiful. As in above here. Even if this bearish candle closed on it or below it, this would have been beautiful for some buys. But this did not occur. Price just kept pumping. And this is a 9 o'clock candle, which is 30 minutes to New York Stock Exchange open and the start of a new 4 hours candle. So it was not really an easy path. So I just left all of this play out, and it was a beautiful trade, I must tell you. It was beautiful. Trades like this rarely happen this period, where you just see sweet pumping like this or sweet slam dunk. Okay, so we have gotten this bullish breach above the supply zone that I was telling you about yesterday. Now, what I'm looking at is we could take buys on the breach of this high to go higher. Okay, because as you can see, price is really pumping hard, it's pumping very hard. But we could wait and see how price behaves, look for sales going down. So this is scenario one in the direction of the trend. This is scenario two, which is counter trend. So let's see which one plays out. And for today, I'm just going to take a chill pill. Okay, I'm just going to take a chill pill. Let price do what it got to do today. Today is Wednesday, no big deal. Let price do what it got to do. If it makes a new high, okay. If it makes a new low, okay. I'm just being as frank as I usually am. Okay. Okay. I'm just being as frank as possible. In fact, there's no need saying I'm just being. This is me. So I'm not just going to jump into taking any buys. Let's see what price is going to do today. Okay. Without much ado, let's look at gold. Okay. Let's look at gold. First of all, daily. Where yesterday daily was on buyer's territory, 4 hours was on seller's territory, 1 hour on seller's territory. That's why I didn't take these buys here. So if this had turned 1 hour to buyers, I would have taken the buys. So at the moment we have daily here, still buyers, But I must say this. This is very important. I have to say this. We have a big daily bias. Price did this, dropped low into this zone, and now it is retracing. So there is a kind of onion that is going on. We have this major daily bias, buyer sentiment. Then we have still on the daily time frame, we have a counter trend seller sentiment. So it's kind of it's in a kind of this rarely occurs where you can't really say, okay, we are totally like anywhere within here would have said, okay, we are totally in daily time frame. But though we are still in daily time frame, but you got to be very careful of this other seller's territory that is as huge but small huge compared to this overall daily buyer sentiment. Okay, so at the moment we are on daily buyer sentiment, but there is a seller sentiment that can be smelled or perceived. Okay, then we have 4 hours when seller when buyer's territory now in 4 hours is on the 1 hour that we're in seller's territory. So let's see what's going to happen. If we breach this high, we'll be anticipating further buys. If we bearishly breach this low, we'll be anticipating further deepings or sells. So may the force be with us. Okay. But today, like I said, I'm just going to chill. Okay. Without much ado, let's look at gold. Gold played that beautiful. Gold played that beautiful. I was really enjoying this. After this fake out to take out the stop loss of people who kept here or those who use here as their structural low, using from here to here for Fibonacci. This is one of the reasons I don't use Fibonacci anymore, because Fibonacci will let you know that okay, this is the low, this is the high. Once price comes down to 61.8 or from 50%, 61.8, this is the golden range or golden zone if you're used to Fibonacci. Then sometimes it can dip to as low as 72.3%. At this point, it was even a total 100 and some percentage more. It breached this here that should be the structural low, even came deeper. But the point is that it did not it did not come below this bottom wick here. Then this would have invalidated the whole buy setup. But since we don't use Fibonacci, we use an indicator known as EYES. This is the best indicator in the market. Anyone tells you a different thing, they are wrong. And every day this indicator is updated. Okay, every day it is updated. So you can get this indicator and use it very well. EYES, okay? Um so I took buys going up. Please forgive me, I just couldn't hold a laugh. EYES is just your eyes, okay? There's no indicator called EYES, it's just eyes. I took this from Raja Banks. I love that guy. Raja Banks, he talks about this. Okay. Okay, let's go up. Let's go ahead rather. So this buy played that beautifully. I took my 1 hour. Being optimistic, I wanted to see if this was gonna keep pumping, but price just did what? Dumped. And as usual, I always try to be very careful. The same thing that occurred, if you check here, this is the start of a new 4 hour candle, which is starting at 9 o'clock. Then the next 1 hour, the next 30 minutes is the New York Stock Exchange open and kaboom. So today, like I said in for the British pound Japanese yen, I'll be taking a chill pill. I'm not going to rush to take any buy or sell. However, if we get something like this, then I'll be looking to take buys going up on gold or look to take sells. So this will be scenario 2, which is counter trend. This is scenario 1, which is the direction of the buyers. Okay. On the other hand, if price does this, goes up higher, then we could look at something like this to retest this low. So whichever one, this would be In fact, this is still scenario 1. This will be 1A to mean deeper retracement, 1B if we just get a bearish breach, but now we've already gotten the retracement. So let's see if this 1B will just be price just dump without doing this creating of steps. You understand this bullish steps, higher high and higher low. Okay, then scenario 2B will come above here for price to do what? Continue bullish. So this is what I'm looking at the moment. Okay, without more shadow, let's look at let's look at this guy, Bitcoin. Bitcoin, I'm sure Bitcoin would not act crazy. Okay, so I just let it be. Now there's something I was looking at on Bitcoin. Okay, something I was looking at on Bitcoin, and this is it. Bitcoin has dipped as low as we anticipated it, and this is the zone I was looking at as potential what area to take my profit. All of this, if price comes below here, you see how it has been difficult for price to actually dip even to this week that was created by this impulsive move before this impulsive move started. So I'm still gauging momentum to see what will happen. Just like on British pound, Japanese yen, and gold, I'm just going to take a chill pill on Bitcoin. Okay, no buys, no sells, just chill. Let's see what the market will give us. Then tomorrow or later today, we'll see what we're going to take. Okay, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button here. It's like it's in the shape of a bell. Comment what you like to see, some improvements, some be critical, constructive criticism. I encourage that. I appreciate it. The last but not the least, give me a thumbs up so that I know what that I'm on the right path. Not that I need external, how would I put it, appreciative stuff, but um even a robot will react if you're trying to take it apart, right? Without having good reason. Okay, so this is all for today. I wish you the best. May the force be with us. May the blessings be. Baraka Bashad. Peace.